Truth be told. Yeah. Now is you really about that life that you be talking? Do you really wear them shoes you say you walk? You sure you right? I heard a couple niggas talk. Say you don't come across a real nigga often. What you tell them, truth be told, you ain't no dog. Truth be told, pay for blood. Truth be told, it's no law. Truth be told, say you up. Now truth be told, you ain't no dog. Truth be told, pay for blood. Truth be told, it's no law. Now truth be told, say you up. The truth be told. Truth be told. Truth be told.
Hey guys, it's DJ Q-Lin here, and this is Truth Be Told TV. And I have the cast of The Av. So it's a new hit web series from Brooklyn, obviously, right? Everything out of Brooklyn is great, of course. I actually have the creator, and I have some of the cast members. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and we're going to start with the creator. So what's your name?
Hey world, my name is Bobby Ashley, and I'm the creator of the Av series.
Okay, and who are you?
I'm Zay Diggs. I play Keith on the Av.
All right, and you?
Hey, I'm Shaniqua J. West, and I play Stacy on the Av.
Jay West, I like that. I feel like she should just be like, my name's Jay West. That's so dope.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you?
What's up? I'm Steven Check Fernandez. I play Ed.
But do you see how smooth he was, though?
Always.
Hey, yo, I'm Steven Check Fernandez. Steven Check Fernandez. Fernandez. I want to play around with his name, right? Fernandez. Put some respect on his name. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what we're going to do is of course, you already know what we do. We're going to talk about the show. We're going to get in depth about the show. And we're going to find out what these people are really about. So I want to know, what was your whole concept behind the show? Why did you create it?
Well, the Av is basically a love letter to Brownsville, Brooklyn. Born and raised, that's where I'm from. Okay. So I wanted to just speak on what's going down in the Ville, and it's very, universal to a lot of people. So yeah.
Okay, so that was the whole concept behind it. When did you actually start the show?
Ooh, all right. So I wrote it in May of 2015. Okay. I cast it in June. We started shooting from July to September. The show was out in October. We work fast.
I'm about to say, so you put in some work.
Yeah, we all put in some work.
Right. So who's behind? You're behind the writing. Mm-hmm. Who's behind the shooting? In terms of the camera, not the bang bang. Not the bang bang.
Nah.
Who's behind the shooting of everything?
I had a couple of DPs. I'm gonna name one of them, Raphael. He did DP of a couple of the episodes. Okay. And my producer Mika had a couple of my film friends who chimed in to help. My boy David, shout out to him, who did the editing. Okay. So yeah, it was a great collaborative team behind this series.
Okay, so you have a strong team behind you. So you said some of your film friends, meaning did you go to school for this?
Yeah, I'm currently my last semester at Brooklyn College. About to get my bachelor's degree. So yeah, a lot of my film friends from film school hit me up like, yo, you doing the show? Let's do it, because we're all about that grind, all about making everything happen, putting in that work. So,
okay, so it seems like this is a passion of yours. Oh yeah, which is amazing. I like to see people chase their dreams. Everybody knows, I'm a dream chaser. By far, like I do, right? Dream chaser is what I do. Whatever I feel in my heart, if I work hard at it, I know I can accomplish it. So I'm glad to hear that you're chasing your dreams. That's so awesome. Really so my next question to you is more or less like, everybody's on this web series fad, and I say a fad because I feel like the people who aren't really into it will eventually fall away. You understand what I'm saying? So in terms of this fad, did this happen before or after Money and Violence?
Well, just to give you back my little back history, I've been writing, directing, producing since I was 12 years old. Okay. And throughout high school, I used to be the kid who used to come to high school and say, yo, read my script. My friends would look at me like, are you crazy? So yeah, I've been had that passion since I was young, and basically, I did a couple of shorts, the sizzle reel, but again, when I wanted to do this series, I was like, let me get into the web series field, because again, if you look at Amazon, you look at Netflix, those big hierarchies, it's all about digital. The digital is what it is. So I'm like, why not do a web series to build the buzz and to help everyone out on this team to build our buzz? So yeah.
Most definitely. I can dig that. So I want to get into it with the cast members a little bit, So I want to find out about This young lady right here. Can I call you Jay West?
You can call me Jay West.
I so love that name.
Yeah.
Right, Jay West. I'm like, hey JW. Hey boo. So tell me a little bit about your character.
Okay, well, can I hold the mic?
You can.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Take control.
My character is Stacy.
Okay.
I have a friend, a college friend, Ebony, and I'm sleeping with her husband.
Ooh.
She doesn't know. That's just a little bit of the juice. That's a little bit of the juice. The rest of it, y'all gonna have to watch this series to know.
Okay.
But Stacy, her character is just, she's all about herself.
Okay.
She'll do whatever she needs to do to get what she wants out of life, period.
Okay.
So that's my character. The rest you're gonna have to watch it and see.
Y'all gonna have to watch and see. She said her character is sleeping with her best friend's man.
Yeah.
Not just his man. I mean, not just her man, her husband. You know, there.
Yeah.
First of all, shout out to you for putting that in the show.
No problem.
All right.
Gotta tell reality.
So I just want to touch on. I have to touch on that a little bit because there are a lot of people out here who are actually going through that struggle, and it's kind of like you brought the reality to people's forefront, to their eyes, to let them see it, know it. You want to feel like your best friend is your best friend. But sometimes you do have to watch the people who are in your circle, and the signs be there, but you're too blinded to see it. Again, the signs are there, but you're too blind to see it. All right? So my thing is now, all those people who are too blinded to see it, you need to watch their show so you can see the signs. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I want to know a little bit about your little character, Steven. He was like, my name is Steven. I was like, ooh. He got, right, Fernandez. He got real, smooth with it. So tell me a little bit about your character. Do you want to hold the mic too? All right, you can hold the mic.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? I play Ed.
Here we go.
I play Ed, and my character, my father, he's like the kingpin. Cool.
Okay.
He's about to take over the whole kingdom, but you gotta see it. I don't want to give too much, but I'm coming through. I'm coming through. I'm a big part.
Okay.
You gonna miss me, you gonna love me, and then you gonna want me.
Okay.
To understand it, you gotta watch it.
I don't want to talk to you. Give me that mic. You gonna miss me, you gonna love me, you gonna want me. What? You know what this is? This is the case of light skin.
Oh.
This is the case of the. I know. This is why I know. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying this is a case of the light skin. This is what happens. Cause we be like, yeah, cause you gonna want me, love me, see me, do me. You know what I'm saying?
Not me though.
He lying, y'all. Cause you heard how he introduced himself. He lying. It's okay. So tell me a little bit about your character, Zay.
I portray Keith on the Ave, and what grabbed my attention about that character is Bobby. His writing is it's so relatable.
Okay.
It's worldwide type of writing.
Okay.
It's not just classified as a hood show. So we touch on subjects that other hood shows don't really touch on.
Like what?
Like suicide. They don't talk about that in the hood.
Oh, they don't talk about suicide.
Suicide in the hood, depression.
Depression. Okay.
And then we got that.
What though?
It could be from many things like traumas. There's many causes of depression.
Right.
But in this case, death of a family member.
Okay.
And on the show, my brother, he gets killed in the block or whatever, and we're trying to find out what happened to him. Me and the main character, Nate, who's played by Brett.
Not here, but
Word. Shout out to my boy Brett.
Brett. His name Brett.
Brett Prouvier. I finally said it right. Word, but nah, that's my man.
Okay.
But yeah, Keith.
Hey.
So Keith is dealing with a lot. So you said you spoke on depression. Is your character dealing with that because of the death of your brother?
Yes.
Okay. How hard is it to play someone who's depressed?
It's hard coming from a place of depression because I'm a happy person.
Right.
You see me, I be smiling, I be.
You seem happy. You know what I mean?
To dig into that, you got to go to a dark place. So I be tapping into that. I got my moments. The deepest scars is the ones you can't see.
That's true.
So I just tap into that, and I'm able to bring that character out.
Okay, that sounds good. So my question to you guys is, have you ever seen yourself acting prior to this? Whoever wants to take a shot at that question.
We've all been acting prior to this. We're actors, so we've been doing it for a few years. We've been on other projects together, and we're still, working on other projects after this. So
okay.
Our dreams is just to go as far as possible with this.
That's a good thing. So you're acting forever, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
So schooling,
schooling, training, workshops, everything that you could get your hands on. Classes. We've done.
Okay,
Definitely.
so you guys are putting
craft is what you have.
That's
to
exactly
do
what I was about to
as a professional
hit on.
When you're dealing with professionalism and not just people on the street, even though it's nothing wrong with getting actors from off the street,
right?
But people that take their craft seriously is what we're dealing with on this set. So even though this is a web series, it's a very professional. Everyone takes their craft seriously. He's a filmmaker. He goes to film school. We're actors. We're perfecting our craft by, indulging in it. Up into the boom mic person, like everyone, production assistants, everybody. So even though it's a web series, the title web series has kind of a bad vibe to it because it seems so mediocre or just thrown together, but not all web series are like that.
It does not because, and here's why I say that, only because there's so many series that have hit Netflix, Amazon, and everything that have started via YouTube, Vimeo, and all these other platforms on the internet. So I can't necessarily agree with that in the terms of, the web series has a bad name, because if they did, then it wouldn't be so many people out here trying to conquer that version of
but some
television.
People you speak to, they don't take it seriously because it's not on television yet and it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
We appreciate YouTube and the outlet that it brings, but not everyone apprecites that. They feel
Shout out to YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, YouTube.
Right.
Everyone feels like, if you're not on TV, if you're not on the big screen, then maybe you're not doing anything. So you get like 50-50 with that.
Right. True, I'll give you that. And it's crazy because people don't give you a chance sometimes when you do say that. I can definitely understand it, because you can have a cast full of great actors, great director, great writer, and then they'll like shoot you the shit, or throw you shade just because you're saying, oh, I'm on a web series, or oh, my show is only on YouTube, when they really don't know the behind the scenes. They haven't even taken the time to look at it. So
that's
I totally
when I said the negativity.
Oh yeah, I totally understand.
And we hear that all the time. So it's like, yes, we're on YouTube, but it's okay. We'll be all right.
We're fine.
Right. And okay, so do you take anybody else's web show as competition? I'm not trying to stir anything.
Yeah.
I definitely want to put that out there. I'm not trying to stir the pot. My thing is trying to get down to the nitty-gritty of it and the truth of it all. That's why it's called Truth Be Told. Like, disclaimer. So do you feel like there is competition? We have you. So we have the AV, of course, Money and Violence, who have propelled into a different direction. And I feel like they have taken the whole web series thing and given everybody else sort of a platform for people to listen to, other web series, if I should say, because they've shown that, okay, you can take something this small, I want to say bootleg looking, and that's just my opinion because that's how I felt in the beginning, and make it something amazing, because that's exactly what they did. They just were in the right place, right time, right opportunity. Yep. I get it. But do you feel like there are other competitions? Like, I know there's this other one from around where you said you live in the East. Everybody's like near the East or Brownsville. What is it called? Watch the Throne. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Okay, so I have a couple friends that actually premiered on there. Do you feel like that's any competition to you? No. I guess I should aim that towards you.
Great. Okay.
They're right, because you're the creator.
Yeah. I feel like there's no competition. I feel like we all out here making it happen. Salute my people for doing their thing. I'd rather see somebody produce our content than end up in jail or somewhere. True. If we can inspire more kids to go out there and shoot, why not? Like, literally, after we shot the half, I had my little brothers grabbing their little iPhones and creating little videos and stuff. I'm like, we just started something that will transpire to so many people out there. So going back to the competition thing, I don't look at it as a competition. I look at it as the fact that my people is doing their thing. Hello, do it and make it happen.
Do it, honey. No, and you definitely can.
Competition. As far as the competition thing go, I feel like it's no competition when you do it from the heart and you do it to inspire people. Yeah. That's the space we operating from. So that's why it's gonna come from a real place. Okay. So out of everything, like, I salute everybody doing their thing, because at this moment it's the right timing to do it. It is like, people want to see content. They getting bored with the same stars. They got to let new faces in. You know what I'm saying? We them new faces. You know what I'm saying? Get familiar.
Love you, Gabrielle, but damn.
Word up.
Silly. No, I definitely can agree with that. I feel like, there are certain levels to this, and that there's room for everybody.
Certain levels.
Yeah, but there's room for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm glad that you guys answered in that way. There is no competition. Everybody's one of a kind. You're creating one of a kind content. Your story is different. It may seem similar, but everybody's writing a different story for a different person from different perspective. That was a great, from different perspectives. And I feel like the only way we're going to propel in this community of black people, period, is if we start to commend each other and uplift each other and show our youth the right way to go. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we could talk about the streets, we can do a web series about the streets, but we're trying to show you the inside so that you get discouraged to be in the streets. And I have to salute, you know, you guys for creating something that shows more than just popping guns and selling drugs. Yeah, you're talking about a scammer and you're talking about the mistress, and you know, you might have some people in here that are trying to get revenge, because that's what it sounds like. Yeah. But you also are showing the other side of it, where you have the depression, you know, you have the will to do whatever it takes to just make it in this world. A lot of people don't understand that about women. Okay, you talk about peer pressure. That's good. So you're teaching lessons, and that's what a lot of it is about. So what are you expecting to get out of this show in terms of, you know, I don't want to necessarily say fame, but, you know, with popularity comes fame, comes fortune. Do you want to take it to TV, cable? Are you looking for Netflix? Like, where are you trying to take this show?
A place called HBO. So that's where, you know, I see this series on that type of platform. And honestly, I look at Issa Rae, who produced Awkward Black Girl. Okay. She started on YouTube, and now she got her show going to HBO this fall. So I'm like, I was like, hey, if she can do it, you know, I can do it as well. So I definitely see that this show on a higher platform. And like I said, going back to web series, digital content is in. This is the time for people to be like, pick up your camera, make it happen. You know? So if you're not doing, you can't excel in this industry. So the fact that we all came together and say, yo, we have something right here that is going to blow up and folks are going to know, we took action. Because we're doers. We're all a bunch of doers standing right here. You know, we don't talk about it, we do about it. So, yeah, so I just definitely see our show on that platform.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, when are you going to start season 2? Because season 1 is over. You can go online, you can catch it, Google the app, go on YouTube, get the app.
YouTube.com/JETV.
JETV is the link.
Watch, and Instagram at the App Series. Yeah, we know.
Okay, so when can we expect season 2?
I'm just joking.
I was like, wait a minute.
Nah, season 2 will be coming back this year. And we start, you know, shooting soon, but season 2 will be coming back this year. Okay, so I mean, you put together the first one so fast, so I'm expecting this one to be out, at least start airing by the end of the year, or before the end of the year is out. Yeah, before the end of the year. Okay, so when are casting calls? Currently. All right, so I want to play Boom Kwee. Boom Kwee. I want to play Boom Kwee. Mad TV already took that character. All right, so I want. Let me see. I want Boom Quisha. I want Shawaka Timo. Okay. Shawaka Timo. I need Fenalasia. I need some ghetto girl. I want to play a ghetto girl for some reason. Or I could just play myself, which is the country girl who moved back here. I'm just saying. That's a story right there. Jesus, you have no idea of my real story. That's a story right there. But I just want to thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
No, most definitely. And we have to do this again when you start airing season 2. Yes. Because that will be amazing. Hopefully you see me on season 2, guys. You know. You know what I'm saying? Throw the plug in. But this has been Truth Be Told TV, and we out. Yes. Bye.